This is the Ravenclaw. This is the exciting part. Okay. So if you're like a psychopath like me, you're like, I'm going to be an auror and a confessor and stuff. Okay, so like, you don't have to have all these mental bodies, but you should. So why not just do the install? It might be of service. So I'm building this out. So I'm Hermione building out Ravenclaw from scratch. So the idea that I wouldn't actually do the full install on myself is psycho. So let's begin. Let me talk about the different layers of mental bodies and what it means. So our mental body sits above us. It's like, I think. Okay. I think. Mental body 2. I think before I think. I think about what I'm thinking about. That's the Watcher. You need that to like be a witch to divert anything. To do the secrets of the Mexican shamans really well and override any bad Hode programming, you need to be, I think about what I think about, and then I can rewire it into that, or this. Boom. That was an ick thought. Trash. Lava. So when I think, I very rarely judge. It's very, am I judging? Is that a discernment thought? Is that a forward movement progression? Where did that thought come from? Is that passing Hode, Gabra, Tiferet? Is that thought reverent or irreverent? Because in the world of hermetics, whoa, backtrack. In the world of quantum and analysis, quantum living, your thoughts matter. In the world of magic, your thoughts definitely fucking matter. Period. So, thought. Now, that's my second layer of my mental body. My third, that's active. I'm thinking while I'm thinking. And I can filter out my thought. The third layer. Thinking before I'm thinking before I'm thinking. That's on passive assignment right now. I'm not sure how to actively get there. I'm trying to. I see myself thinking about what I thought about. So that's the third layer. But it's also, even if it's on the subconscious, a subtle body to process downloads and information. So we still want it on. So even our higher mental bodies create higher psychic faculty, and we might not understand it in a linear way yet, because our brain might not be wired to think about what I'm thinking about, what I'm thinking about, what I'm thinking about yet. But if you're somebody like a chess master that can think 5 steps ahead, then your brain might develop at that level. So turn that key. So that's the DNA we would like to turn on in our life. And it sounds taxing, but I can guarantee you this. What's even more taxing is living in the dark. So we polarize to yes, please. Amy Poehler, yes, please. Mental bodies on, I am intelligent. And then we turn off the non-intelligentsia. Okay, so I gotta get that one stronger on the off side. So the next like 10 or 15 videos is the full install. I have currently about 8 mental bodies running, 7 to 8, and the second layer is fully developed. It's undeveloped and like it's kind of weak, but it's developed and it's active. And so is Kelly's. Most people live at a 1 layer. That's a muggle. They're not even, I'm cognizant about what I just thought about and then decided to fucking destroy it. I don't want that thought in my aura. Okay. I don't want that in my body. That's, oh God, I'm going to send that to somebody. No way. So I have about 7 fully installed. So I can see people on like several different layers, but including each layer of that mental body has a specific read of somebody. So it increases the depth of your information and knowledge instead of diminish it. I know it's so scary. We're going to install 50 mental bodies. So the first 4 is just a deeper cleaning of what you currently possess. Now, maybe some of you only have 3 right now, and so the 4th layer is new, and that's okay. Most of you would have absolutely no less than 3 mental bodies. And at least at this point, the second mental body layer working. Oh no, that's an astral plane attack. I have to change that. Redirect. Is that of service? So we're going to close our eyes. And it's better if you're like laying down on your bed with your hands out and your feet out, because you're wrapping your entire mental body around your physical body. And it's a metal mesh grid. If it feels like knife rape, I'm sorry. We're going to clean it out in just 1 second. Just trust. We did a lot of cleaning out of all the knife rape before we did this. But maybe you need to do some more A&R work too. So you need to know that. So you need to get all your papers written for you and your dragons. Just do the knife rape first and see if it improves. Okay. So we have the metal mesh weave around us. And it's in little square cubicle format. It's not in a salvio-hexia format. Maybe it is if you're a psycho. But you'll see it plugs into the back of your spine. And each little wire plugs into each vertebrae and then regrids the vertebrae into your central nervous system. And it will do it all the way down through your tail also, and that might be where it feels like knife rape. Through the central column beneath your feet, the dragon tail. So where the box may be an inch on your body, it's about an inch or two. The boxes at your vertebrae are very small. So it's like 16 boxes within one box. So it goes all the way up your cervical vertebrae, and be careful, those boxes might get smaller. And then it wraps into your pituitary. And pokes through, at least at 2 different holes in your pituitary. And then we make sure it wraps into your pineal. And it grids throughout your brain. So your entire central nervous system. And so right now it's fighting off a demonic implant that Star has in my brain. So these mental body rewires help you achieve your own autonomy over your own life and thought. And she's going, I'm not in love with you. And I go, obvi. Obviously. But as I grit out my right brain, it feels really good. And then we're going to throw on an Intelligentsia, honeycomb, Salviohexia, pearly goo, the original one, onto our brain, and then all throughout the metal mesh wires. Now, in between each cervical vertebrae, there should be like a blue goo gel. It's kind of like the Griffin blue, but it's not. It's something else. It has more cornflower and purple, usually. It's darker. That's to provide higher levels of communication through your central nervous system and light frequencies. And then you can toss on the Vereda serum and bathe in that. Oh my gosh, that feels really good actually. Um, you can or you can choose or not choose to throw in the gray paste or gray cake throughout your body and do a full clean out, clean up, clean out. And what's happening right now is it's showing me where I still might have a little bit of snake brain still left. And that needs to be pushed out and burnt. And it kind of looks this is where the Ravenclaw component comes from, because it starts to create a nose instead of it be a snake head or a giraffe. There are reasons why we had these downloads, you know. It's okay if you burn the raven's nose. But the level of thought here is so much better than where we were at Netzach. Then I'm going to pour the Ascended Master Charm all over my body. And it kind of looks like Cinderella sparkle blue. Or Daenerys's sparkly blue dress. Or where like Ariel wears as she's coming out of the ocean. Yes, the Ascended Master Charm is on my Facebook if you want to send a Master Charm. Okay, that stuff's coming up. All right. So if you still feel the knife rape in between everything, it's the stuff in the tail also. So we're going to start with the lava. But here in Ravenclaw, because we're running so much blue and cold energy, we use hot pink, period. Because then it balances out our levels and spectrum. So we put the lava in lasagna, the regular Griffin lava. And then we put hot pink paste at all the different places at our tail. And maybe beneath our feet. And then we do 50 layers. Like we've Russian dolled ourselves in Gryffindor lava, but Ravenclaw pink paste lasagna. Through our feet, through the bottom of the clippers. Star is saying, I did not approve this class. I'm suing you for everything. Okay, so we all understand how evil that woman is. Okay. Like that's the energy she wants to push forward and like so 50 layers. Try to get the first 5 and then drown in it through your head and through your arms and through your legs. If you can just get the first 1 and then you get the first 5. But it's like a bodysuit, okay? And it feels squirmy. Does everybody understand how much fun Ravenclaw is going to be? It feels squirmy. All right. Now, get the first 5. With the Ravenclaw pink. Now, if you really, no, for the mental bodies, do the Ravenclaw stuff. Period. You need to balance out anyway, even if you're a seraphim. There are things that the Hashmalim have to do with Gryffindor. So there are definitely things that the seraphim have to do with Ravenclaw, and that's how they become besties. And this is one of them. Now you're gonna cocoon yourself in the Intelligentsia charm one more time. Oh wait, we need to make sure that we have 50 layers of that Ravenclaw Griffin lasagna. I'll call it Ravenclaw mental body lasagna. Yeah. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put that Intelligentsia charm cocoon around our first mental body. And then we're going to inset 50 layers of that lasagna with the Griffin blue. No, Ravenclaw blue. Ravenclaw blue gels. And then they're going to have a pearly insheen. If you know what an insheen is, the inside has a pearl coating, and then there's a thick outer side layer. 50 layers of that with the lasagna. And then we make sure that goes all the way to the bottom of the clippeth, because it kind of gets stuck sometimes at your ankles instead of your bottom of your feet. It's Ravenclaw, like, so your feet have to do the work. Like, your feet have to push it down. Because does everyone understand the pun on that? See, that's where Griffins and Ravenclaws are not the same. Because you have, like, your grids in Gryffindor are not, like, I gotta struggle on my feet. It's more like I'm getting beaten to death instead. And it's just the difference between the gaseousness of Jupiter and the compounded harshness of Gaebra and Mars. Okay. Because Jupiter is gaseous and elevated, and Mars is solid and oppressive and condemning. Okay. Let's do it again. When you say, oh my God, I know, I cannot. And this is why it will take us 2 months to build up Ravenclaw. Because at the end of the day, you should be installing no more than one mental body. And that's what I was trying to do with Kelly, was install more than one layer of the mental body a day. And it just did not work. And that might extend our time and our video count, but it's worth it. Collie Wren out.